Hi, my name is Wendy Hanna, and I have the honor of being the executive director here at the Turning Point. I came to know about the Turning Point, back in 2014. I was leaving a healthcare job and I was ready to get kind of back to my social worker roots and learned about the Turning Point through my daughter, actually, who was doing a practicum for her graduate degree at Hope's Door and heard that they were looking for an executive director. And I didn't really know much about this work. I'm a big advocate for women's rights and advocacy, and have advocated for children and worked with the Children's Advocacy Center. So I thought I would take a look into it. And fortunately, I was offered the position. So I've been here since 2014 and can honestly say that this is the greatest career choice I've ever made. It does come with work that is very meaningful. And when you work alongside a survivor who's been affected by sexual violence in any way, or you've done a medical accompaniment like I've done, in my first started a lot of, you really get to see what survivors of sexual assault are up against from the minute of their assault through the legal system and so forth. And so to be able to offer survivors free counseling, free advocacy, free legal assistance is very meaningful, and it's necessary, and it's necessary to keep this work going. So I've kind of grown into a place of having a great staff that really manages all those great programs, from our advocate and legal advocacy program to our outreach and communications to counseling and case management. And so I really get to start to focus on our sexual assault response team and what we can do as a community to have better trauma informed responses to survivors, because we still advocate daily for those who haven't seen legal remedies that work for them, whose cases haven't even gone forward past an initial report. And to me, that's just unacceptable in our community. And so they need advocates like us and like this agency to help them navigate through getting some kind of justice. And if not justice, then at least healing, how they can move on. And when you see it every day, how can you not want to keep doing this work? It's the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. And I think, survivors of sexual violence are silent survivors. They don't, the shame and the blame sometimes that they encounter keeps them in the shadows. And I think because of that, there's not a lot of work towards solid reform legally and help with prosecutions. And we have great partners in this community that do a lot of good work for survivors, but it's really our society at large that doesn't recognize the outcome and what happens when someone's assaulted. And so I just think they need our voice, and as long as I have a voice, I have found a passion in doing this and hope that I can continue to contribute as long as I can. But when I can't, I have a great staff here that is prepared to continue doing that. So I guess in a nutshell, I serve survivors because I can, and they need our help.